Welcome to the Hunt Classic, another hunt event in the style of the Hunt, with Eureka. It's in the same style, but instead of 100 games, there's 16, but it was somehow worse and a bigger slap in the face than the Hunt, because it promised classic things, but it's really just modern games with like a stud here, like how Retro Dan said. Let's get into it. I was browsing through the lobby day one, so there weren't any tutorials for me, but 8-Bit Dylan here did join my game. I have no clue who 8-Bit Dylan is, but he was handing out the good old admin kind of cake eggs thing, so that was useful for me. I found a book. I had to find more. It was quite confusing for a lot of this stuff because the hints are very vague. I broke into the VIP room here. Found my first blue token. I'd be needing at least 20 of these to get all the hats, and boy oh boy. Did a little guess the people puzzle. 1x1x1x1 is popular in this event and he looks nothing like his Roblox avatar. I did a race with some very oddly controlling cars. That's probably how it was back in the day, but I mean, doesn't mean it's good. Heard the same sound effect I heard a dozen times before. I had a flag on my back, which I had no clue where to deliver it to, so I just got a book after I accidentally fell off the map. Got another book, accidentally figured out where the other flag goes, so I just brought it back and forth a bunch of times, because that's a good objective, I suppose. The minecart is extremely glitchy if you try to go any faster than one stud a minute. I mean, watch this. Good stuff. Here's the entire race. I saw a ghost walker and foolishly thought I could do anything with it. I was looking for something called the wardrobe secret here, and this is the only place I saw to change my clothes. And that kind of looks like a wardrobe, but nothing ever happened. Bought myself a drink coin and used it to buy a little soda pop here, which you have to give to the helper bot in the center of the map, but I had no clue until the tutorial videos came out. By the time I was doing this here, there's still only about 40-60 people had the badges for things, so it was still no one quite knew what to do yet. And here we go into the event itself, the games, the meat of this thing. So the first game I played was Gunfight Arena, and my first objective was to shoot 10 ticks around the map to unlock certain weapons. So I spent the entire first match just hunting for ticks. I didn't find all the ticks I needed, so I had to wait an entire map rotation. Started using this paintball gun, and all these weapons have very goofy reloads, like as you saw, I just chucked it aside. That's on par with everything. After I unlocked all the tickets, I had to do my next phase of the quest, which I didn't realize would happen, but I have to get 250 kills with all these weapons. This game is filled with bots and we are spawn camping like crazy. A kill will be difficult to obtain. See that pace? Let's just keep that pace going. Every jump cut here is like a couple minutes apart. It takes a while. This gameplay here is all you really get for the game itself. I don't know how there's only 16 games in the event and this is an objective that's allowed because it's so incredibly boring. I finally got my 100 kills with the rocket launcher and marveled at the sketchy blast radius of the bomb. I mean, just look at this. Only one of those hit. It did insta-kill, but it's a bomb, you know. That also didn't kill, which surprised me. This was the most surprising one, because I lobbed those bombs at him and he didn't die. On to the next game, which is Clip It, which I thought would be a lot calmer than Gunfight Arena. Okay, just gotta find the ticks and find the characters. What? This is not a game I've been familiar with before, is this? There's no way 7,000 comments is... So after walking around the Clip It maps, which took me a good 15 minutes to even find how to get here, I collected a few ticks in the crossroads. Underneath the crossroads, there's that mini glass houses map I really didn't explore much in the past. And that's about as far as I got in this game. No tokens for me. On to Dragon Adventures. It's on Season 32. Good for its In this game, you have to go around collecting a bunch of eggs to summon a meteor for the Robux egg and get just find 3 of a specific type of egg per world. It took me a while to learn how the dragon flies. There's no button for the dragon to ascend or descend, so if I want to go up, I really have to crank the camera upwards, which is really great. You know, that threw me off a couple of times. I think I concussed my dragon at one point. So I just start flying around. See that egg? It looks retro, but it's not the Tix egg. Look at this incredible minigame. You click. That's as exciting as the gameplay for this game is going to get. Please don't expect too much. After walking around confused for a bit, my dragon told me it was uninspired, which is incredible. You know, I thought this gameplay was just truly the best. At least Spotify saved me. Here's one of the Tix eggs I need. You have to go back home and incubate them all. Luckily it takes 15 seconds per egg. My dragon was tired, so I had to give it a teddy bear and great minigame. I can see why 100,000 people play this every day. This game is really just fly around for 20 minutes until the thing is done. Eventually I summoned my first meteor. There's a humongous arrow pointing to it because, I mean, my eyes were closed, I suppose, so I guess that arrow was helpful. And I told my dragon the best way to get through that rock would be to bite it, which I'm not sure how good that is for the dragon, but we'll get through there eventually. After spending 20 minutes to get 3 eggs in the first world, I realized there were 4 more to get through. And it took a lot of willpower to just do this gameplay for as long as I did it. Eventually, once you have all the eggs, you can just go incubate them all. Each one of these jump cuts, by the way, is skipping a good 8 minutes. Incubate all the eggs, hatch them all. Look at the badges in the corner go, baby. Once that was over, it was on to Bedwars, which I thought might be the best game I've played so far, because when I was in the hunt a few months ago, it was at least somewhat better. There's a penguin tower defense, but before we do that, we gotta go find all the ticks in the lobby. This is about day 2, or hour 7 of the event, I don't know, so videos are more readily available, which helped me find all these goofy things. The eggs were shockingly hard to find in the lobby, even though it's tiny, probably just because of how overly detailed it is, like it's Bedwars. I definitely found it on my own without any help. This tick's position was very weird. The skybox is also having a seizure. I'm not too sure what's up with that, but it was onto the tower defense minigame. Wow, this minigame is bad. Basically, you have your bed in the middle, of course, and I gotta fight a bunch of penguins who are, like, cheating while they're bridging. I'm not too sure. The bad thing about this is your team size compared to the health scaling of these penguins. Like, look at this. It's taking me so many chops just to get through these little squishy things. I died right here. These Bloxy Cola guys are no joke. The penguins eventually overloaded our defense, which I'm not too sure how. We had 4 people in the middle. Look at this. This is all of us trying to fight. Eventually they broke our bed and said the bed gone, so I thought there could be a chance, because it didn't just yeet us back to the lobby. But, no such luck. On our second try here, I thought things would be different. We seemed to have a more competent team as well as a healing pool around the bed, but they started using explosives, and, yeah, they really shredded through it that time. Alright, this is it. We've got the A-team here. Blast concrete around the bed. That guy broke one. It's okay. We can build it back better. We're getting armor. We're getting tools. We really seem to know what we're doing. After getting a bit of resources after round 1 and sniping all these boxes. I don't play Bedwars, but you'd think I would with how good I am at shooting these. We grabbed a bunch of emeralds, used it to buy some turrets, and wave 2 began. After laughing wave 2 away, I got really confused at how much health these penguins have, because they're starting to have hundreds and it's only wave 4. They started using bombs again, and this one big penguin really started breaking the bed, so we just started throwing ourselves at it. Look how many penguins are there. We have no choice. After managing to clear away most of the penguins, there was a slight problem of this one tall guy standing inside a block and unable to hit him. He's destroying our bed. I tried digging around to free him. Nothing was working. Eventually we got him. Wave number 5. This thing's going to be pretty good. I guarantee with our cracked out team we have no choice but to... On to the car game, and... Oh my goodness. Do my eyes deceive me? This is actually in the classic style. The gun sounds? Sounds of everything? It's actually styled correctly. And the gameplay isn't trash. Eureka! A decent game in this event. Hallelujah. Hopped out of the vehicle here and got ready to deal some damage to some zombies, baby. Boom. Boom. Easy. After looking at the loot for a while, I realized it was all hats, so I just filled up the car and kept it pushing. Found a rocket here. I grabbed myself a shotgun and stepped in the rocket, and I did not expect it to fling me upwards. Holy moly, hopefully I don't just glitch through the map when I land. Reached 2,000 meters and then some sort of event started happening. This is real cool. This is why this was the best game in the hunt. We got actual interesting things going on instead of just, you know, do this 1,000 times. Easy fight. It was about there when I shot the engine out of my car that it started going extremely fast and did not require oil anymore. I'm talking real fast. I don't know if the lack of an engine makes a car go faster, but I mean, look at this acceleration. This is the best game. I reached 4,000 meters, which was a bridge that would kill me if I wasn't careful, and with my extreme riggedy speed up, I had to be real careful. Luckily, I made it and just kept it going until 6,000 meters, where there's some pirates to take care of that I accidentally blasted right past. I'm gonna have to walk back there later, aren't I? Easy fight. On to 8,000 meters, I suppose, and on to walking another 5 minutes back to my car. Had to clear out a mansion at 8,000. Of course, it's the haunted mansion. I actually left all my guns at the pirate ships, but there was a pistol here, thank goodness. Ate a bunch of food, killed the zombies. But the air turned green, so I just killed some more zombies. Easy fight. At 10,000 meters, I climbed to the top of Roblox HQ, and you'd never believe what happened. Inception Time came to attack me. I don't know why all these games use Inception Time's current avatars and 1x1x1x1 when it's just a man with a funny head. I guess it's more distinct, and I really hope it's Inception Time's avatar right now. I'm gonna look like a big goofball. But I did a fight anyway. He only had 2 attacks. It was pretty easy. But honestly, this game was really good. It was definitely the shining star of this whole event. Like, they actually tried. And there we go, I got my 5th Robux token and decided to travel 20,000 meters because there's a badge in this game for doing that. So I used the Mach 20 billion card to travel at a speed of... someone other than me can calculate that. Actually, I'll calculate it. Here you go. Next game is Restaurant Tycoon 2. We're starting off simple by wandering the map looking for ticks. Look, there's one right there. We have to serve these classic customers, but here's my gripe about this. That is not classic. That is an R15 noob with the wrong smile equipped. Nothing about that man says classic. All the other customers are R6, but only this one is R15. That doesn't make much sense. And if you look at this other customer, he's actually dressed in a more classic manner with the red baseball cap and all that, but he's not labeled as classic. I collected some more ticks, realized I've served a couple hundred. Arsenal. Now, Arsenal, despite it being the second best styled game in this whole event, first being the car one, of course, this was definitely one of, if not the most annoying game I played. See, it's just the same as the Hunts mission where you just go through and kill a bunch of enemies. It's a little shooter. But in order to get all the coins, first I had to beat it with just the pistol, which caused a lot of problems. Also, when these message boxes appear, and they appear like every 20 seconds, they hide the crosshair, and there are always enemies around the corner. Like, a lot of times you'll just open a door, and then boom, enemy, and he's already shooting at you, and you're already dead. Like, you can see the crosshair problems. Pay attention when the messages appear and where I'm trying to aim at. My crosshair goes poof. There's this bus section, which took a great amount of time. It would have been interesting if it didn't drag on so far. I mean, I'm shooting so much, it's just the same enemies every time, and it is such massive hordes. It's probably because I'm using the pistol, but like, okay, that death was my fault. This section took a heck of a lot of time to figure out. Now, I want you to tell me what's wrong with what happens when I walk through this door. Is it the fact I immediately get shot at? I don't expect a big arrow sign saying these enemies are here, but man, I expect at least some kind of ability to see them before they just start lighting me up. There's a lot of tight hallways with these sniper guys. It's really just... the pistol is starting to... you reload a lot. Also, the damage numbers kept getting in the way, so I'd like shoot a guy, and I wouldn't see his head because it just says critical hit minus 40. Incredible. They're these mafia guys soon enough. Just keep it pushing. This big minigun man has like 2,000 health, and my gun deals 40 damage on a headshot, so yeah, I died a few times. Easy fight. I want you to tell me what's wrong with this. The fact I just immediately got shot again and the message is in my way blocking my crosshair. And again! And I'm way back here. Cool thing about this lava checkers, the first jump you make pushes you down weirdly and all the next ones don't. It lets you die a lot. This room is just like enemy spam. It's like a bad Mario Maker level. This is where you see the zombies who have 200 plus health each or something, I think. And you gotta kill them all to get to the next section. And when you're doing the pistol only challenge, you'll be spending a bit of time there, buddy. I turned a corner and immediately got shotgunned. Fast zombies, can't see the crosshair. Truly amazing. This is peak game design. It's styled cool and all, but yeah, Mr. Bacon Hat or railgunned me. These green guys have wacky range. They summoned 5 here. I don't know how I died to that. Next area, I immediately walk through a door and get shot again. Do you see what I mean? There's no way I could have anticipated that first time playing. Kill a dozen zombies again or so. I thought I could just walk through. Another minigun man, and I don't really have the cover of the tubes to protect me this time, but luckily I baited him into falling down here. I played a very bad flood escape minigame. Why is it bad? Let me tell you something about the way Arsenal handles movement. When you jump, it doesn't matter how much momentum you have or how much speed you've built up, how long you've spent walking before you jump. If you ever press spacebar in motion, your character does the whole length jump. It's incredible. That death was just me getting goofy. But yeah, those long jumps mess me up here because I tried to pull back. You can't pull back from a jump, at least not easily. You can pull back like one stud, but it's... we made it to the surface. We found Inception time up here. I clicked a button and he just... Nice. It was on to the 15-minute speedrun challenge for this, which was a lot easier because I got actual guns. I missed many shots. That one was especially embarrassing. And it was a lot of the same, except I have actual weapons, so... Very satisfying. Minigun man got absolutely blasted this time. I found some experimental weapon, which is just a cube with like a weld on the end of it. I was ready for their little jump scare attacks this time. Here you can see the lava checkers in full display and the dumb jump it makes you do. Nope, I cut that part out. Whoopsies. Back to the obby, back to blowing up Inception time. You know how it is. I almost failed again in the same way. And that's Arsenal done. Spent some more time in Gunfight Arena to get all the tags I needed and went on to Blade Ball. The objectives for Blade Ball were very confusing because... Good win. Nice pop-up. There's this menu here with quests. You get to do 3 at a time, getting about 20 XP in total, and you need about 150 for all the rewards. One of them included, like, spin a wheel, but you gotta spend to spin the wheel, so it's very confusing. Like, just try to understand this menu. And you'll understand. We got the Inception time boss fight here. He started deleting things. It did look kinda cool, but very strong. He trapped me and then did that attack. That was mean. Yeah, these menus are bad. Yeah, I've had about enough of that game. I didn't even attempt it further. It was on the Bee Swarm Simulator, which I guess is slightly more styled with the retro studs and all that, but we'll see if the game is good. Sorry, did I say Bee Swarm Simulator? I meant defend the slimes, or defend the town from the slime. It's that one slime defense game. I only had this zombie guy to help me, and round 1 was easy enough, I suppose. Just kidding, we lost on round 1. We need a full team. Well, let's try this again. It's me and this guy. We had a full team. They all left before round 1 began. I don't know what's so difficult about staying in the game, but we made it to round 2. They're zombies now, which are actually easier to fight because they follow you, so you can just permanently prevent them from reaching the end, which is useful. He told me to buy a slingshot, and I did, and I was, well, slingshot. Not like too good. I used my trowels in extreme cleverness up to round 6, where me and him are still going strong. We've unlocked a lot of bees. And they made it to the end again. This is why you need a full team. And it's on to Adopt Me, where my teapot was just born. And I get to grow the teapot up in order to get the tokens. I watched my teapot sleep and taught it how to sit. Now, this game is bad, and let me tell you why. In order to get all 5 tokens, which will help you 100% beat the event, you need 500 points in this game. You can either get 13 points per Builderman race. Also, I failed this one in a really embarrassing way. While I desperately struggle to get past Invisible Wall, let me tell you, you need 500 points to get everything. You can get 13 points per race here. Doesn't matter if you win or lose, you just have to make it to the end. 13 points for about a 100-second race if you're good enough. That's, you know, over a minute, 500 points needed, 13 points. It'll take you a while, it'll take you like an hour. Or you can taxi people around, which will give you 3 points per and take about 20 seconds. Regardless of the method you use, it's going to take over half an hour. It took me about 20 minutes only to get 150 points. There's no way I was getting to 500. I can get those blue Robux tokens through different games. On the 3rd race, I finally beat Builderman and in under 100 seconds, and it is time to taxi for 20 years. All in all, the classic hunt is a big slap in the face for anyone expecting anything at all, because instead of many classic things, we just got like a green circle in the lobby and a dusty trip was good. That's about it. This game somehow managed to be worse than the hunt from a few months ago, I think, because the objectives are so long-winded, confusing, boring, pay-to-win for some of these games, and they're not even classic games. This one's from 2017. I understand it'd be hard to get, like, Uber to back and help him rebuild a bread factory tycoon for this event here, but, like, just remake the classics, man. What do we have Skibbity Toilet Tower Defense in here for? Yeah, that's right, that was a game in here. I didn't record it. Thank goodness. Yeah, event bad. The bucket is pretty cool. The skater hat you could get is neat, I guess, but is it worth it? Not really, man. I really hope they don't do the thing with the hunt like earlier, where you need every objective complete from all the games for a super special hat that actually looks cool. Otherwise, my brain's gonna explode.